Today, I want to talk about what made a company so undervalued and so underappreciated for what it was, even though it was buying up other companies in the same sector at beyond sales prices. This is ridiculous how cheap they're buying up other companies. I want to talk about one of the principles that put them in the situation to where they could thrive while everyone else failed. As we all know, in the global financial crisis, there's a lot of banks having a lot of troubles, especially in the States at the time. And that was because of the housing crash that was happening. Subprime lending what got carried away, and then I could make a whole video on this. There's quite a bit of steps that go on, and kind of take some explaining on each step for it to actually make sense to people. But we all know about the global financial crisis. We all know banks had a lot of troubles, but there is one bank that was able to buy up other companies, and they were very undervalued going into it. They were underappreciated. Citigroup was the big bank at the time. That was the biggest bank on Wall Street leading into there. And it's actually one of my favorite CEOs. Has helped build that company, Jamie Dimon. But he got fired after basically what it is today, Citigroup. Actually, he had it better than where it was today because it was bigger than JP Morgan. But after becoming the CEO of JP Morgan, he really cut back on the subprime lending. He started reducing exposure to it, and he really built the balance sheet into a fortress that could withstand any kind of crisis. And why is this such a key thing to business? Because if you have a balance sheet that could withstand a landslide in stock prices and everything, those are always unexpected. It's such a steep decline because nobody expected what's happening today to be the case. Therefore, we must rapidly adjust prices, etc., etc., and that's the whole point of the crash and why it happens. Because people didn't foresee things. And that's when everything's cheap. And if you are going to have there's good potential that you, me, everyone else could be struggling in those times because businesses didn't plan accordingly, rapidly changing environments in terms of how they do business. You never know if your company that you work for will stay alive. You don't know if your paycheck is going to be safe. But if you have a balance sheet where you could survive a lot, or you could thrive no matter what, you're not so worried about putting food on the table, paying the mortgage, paying the rent, or anything like that. You're looking to take advantage of the situation that is unfolding. Just as there is all these businesses and everything that are overvalued, that must rapidly change, there's also companies that will benefit from the changing environment, and they're rapidly going to see an increase in prices. Like we saw oil stocks earlier this year. If you owned oil stocks before the year started, oh my goodness, you made a fortune. Alright, I'm happy with the way everything went. A lot of lessons to be learned, a lot of things I'm proud I've learned before this year, and have benefited from learning before this year. No, there are some people who are really hurting throughout 2022, but you gotta be willing to go through the pain if you're gonna be willing to take all the gains. They go hand in hand, and if you're worried about stocks going down, I think it's something very silly to worry about, though, personally. Stocks are bound to go down at some point, so why worry about it? You just gotta accept it when you buy the stock. It will go down. Every single day I see every single stock I own go down and up. One second it could go down, the next second it could go up. Who really cares? Who really cares? You believe in a company, you buy a stake in that company, you think it's going to succeed. The company is what you want. The company is what produces value. The companies, if you have a good balance sheet, you can buy those companies with good value. You will thrive. their share price will rapidly increase because nobody foresaw how much they would benefit from the changing environment. That's just what happens. It's not always everything goes down. There could be a major sell-off at the start because there's index selling and all of that. Once you get that out of the way, it starts to get more into, will this go down, will this go up, or what? It's a stock picker's game. Mutual fund managers and all that, they reposition their portfolios to adjust the difference in environment. Then all the index buying starts to happen, everything starts to go up. But not for every sector, that's the thing. There's no point of doing your research and all that if you don't plan on having a good balance sheet to take advantage of the times. If everything drops, you don't want to have a bad balance sheet to where you're going to need to sell it at a loss, which could be a steep loss, and sell something way undervalued if you have a nice balance sheet. It's just being on the winning side of the coin. There's winners and losers in every trade you'll ever make. There's a winner and a loser. If you want to be on the winning side of the trade, first off, you can't have fear. You got to get over that. Second of all, you got to do your own research. And third of all, you got to have the balance sheet that allows you to take advantage when those opportunities come up. And that's the point of the video today. Being ready, willing, and able to take advantage of the opportunities as they arise. Being able to stomach everything going down, and being able to sleep at night at the same time because you know you have value. Because nobody should be losing sleep over stocks or anything like that. You should probably put your money elsewhere if you do lose value or sleep over stocks losing value. Just my thoughts and opinions though. I'd love to know all of your thoughts and opinions. Please comment down below. Like and subscribe. Please join the Beaver Dam fam. Stay positive. See you next time. Thanks.